Kerns, Korner.
Okay, now we're about to dive into the first ever comedy rant of the season, and we about to go somewhere that's really close to my heart, y'all. We about to take it to church. Now, as a black person, I have always wanted to bring a white person to your stereotypical black church just to see what happens, because I'm pretty sure it'd be kind of funny. Now, if you're going to be a newcomer in a black church, the first thing that you have to be prepared for is the 5,000 questions that you're going to receive coming from everyone who knows the person that brought you to church, especially if y'all are of opposite genders. You're going to be getting questions like, "Hi, how are you? What's your name? How old are you? So how do you know Bobby? What do you think of Bobby? Are you guys dating?" Meanwhile, all you want to do is find the bathroom so you can climb out the window and escape. But after the interrogation comes the actual service. Now, if you've grown up in black church, you know the service could go down one of two ways. Now, the first way is that everything goes normally. The choir sounds heavenly, nobody's off pitch, you got announcements, offering, sermon, altar call, benediction. You know, normal order of service. Then there's the second way that has everything you're hoping doesn't happen because you brought a guest. But lo and behold, God decided that He wanted to have you explain to your guest what speaking in tongues and shouting meant on this person's first field trip to black church. Now, here's what the church service looks like from the perspective of a newcomer. Alright, so you show up, you sit in your chair, you got the choir going, and everything sounds good. Their harmonies, pretty much on pitch. Everybody's having a good time. It's all good. Then, at the end of the song, the instruments start going a little crazy. The pianist is running up and down the scales. Drummer's hitting every cymbal possible. Organist is just making it so loud by holding all the notes. But you're like, okay, I can still kind of get with this. I'm okay. All of a sudden, you feel a little vibration, like a little disturbance in the force, and you turn around, and there's this old woman. We're talking old, like her face is clenched like something stank. She is clenching the pew, and she is stomping on the ground for no apparent reason, like a cockroach just ran out of the gutters or something, and she's got to kill it. Then, from across the room, you hear somebody scream. You turn to see what's going on, and you see some dude running through the aisles with his hands flailing in the air, just screaming. You begin to feel a little uncomfortable, but assume it's normal since nobody else is doing anything or looks remotely disturbed. Slowly, more and more people begin shouting, hand raising, crying, back clenching, and you're just sitting over here in your pew like, okay, the song was good, but it wasn't this good. Like, I give it out of 7 out of 10 at best. But all of this is really kind of unnecessary. And just when you were about to get really concerned, the pastor of all people grabs the mic, starts screaming something, and all hell breaks loose. The instruments strike up full shouting music. The lady behind you is now full on jumping up and down. You think she's gonna pull a hip. People are crying, running, screaming. There's one dude that's just running laps around the church. The people that were manning the doors are now running around dropping white towels on people who are just laying on the ground. You are so confused, and you look to the person that brought you here, and they're just smiling. They're smiling because they know, deep down, this is always how it was gonna go. They're smiling because they know that this is the absolute craziest and worst experience you could have possibly had on your first field trip to black church, and that you probably won't be back.
Kerns, Korner.